You were not born into struggle by mistake. Every rejection, every closed door, every moment you felt invisible was actually preparing you for something extraordinary. God and the universe have been shaping your spirit behind the scenes, while others thought you were just going through life. But chosen ones don't walk ordinary paths. They are quietly forged in pressure, in silence, in isolation, and that's why this message is finding you now. There is a reason you've been feeling restless lately, like something big is about to happen. That feeling isn't anxiety. It's alignment. When God is about to shift your destiny, your soul starts vibrating differently. You may not know what's coming, but deep inside, you feel it. Something is knocking on the doors of your life before it knocks on your physical door. Many people around you may have doubted you. Some even tried to block your growth. But what they didn't realize is that when God selects someone, no human opinion can cancel it. Delays do not mean denial. They mean divine timing. And right now, your timing is arriving. If you're watching this on Mirror of the Soul, you're not here by coincidence. Your spirit was guided here because you were meant to hear this message before the doorbell rings. This is your reminder. Prepare your heart because what's coming is not small. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what if everything you've been through was just the setup for what is about to walk into your life? If that resonates, like this video and stay with me, because this is only the beginning. Have you noticed how your sleep has been strange lately? How your thoughts keep drifting toward the future? How memories of old pain are resurfacing? That's not random. That's emotional clearing. God removes old energy right before new blessings arrive. You cannot receive what is meant for you while still holding what was meant to break you. Chosen ones often feel lonely right before miracles. That's because God pulls you away from distractions so you can hear the knock when it comes. If you were surrounded by noise, you'd miss it. But now, in this quiet, you're becoming aware. Maybe you've even felt emotional without knowing why. Tears come for no reason. Your heart feels full and empty at the same time. That's your spirit preparing for a shift. The universe does not move silently, it whispers through feeling first. This is why many of you are seeing repeating numbers, having vivid dreams, or thinking about people from your past. These are spiritual signs of alignment. A visitor is approaching your life, carrying news and opportunity, or a reconnection that changes everything. The person who is coming to your door is not a coincidence. They are being guided. Just as you were guided to this message, they are being guided toward you. God uses people as messengers. Sometimes blessings don't come in envelopes, they come in footsteps. This visitor may bring news you didn't expect. It could be an apology, an opportunity, a job offer, a reconnection, or even a life-changing proposal. But whatever they bring, it carries divine intention. Think back, how many times did someone unexpectedly change your life? A teacher, a stranger, a friend. God moves through human hands. And right now, someone is being nudged toward your door because your season has changed. They might even be someone who once doubted you. That's how powerful this moment is. God will use the same people who once overlooked you to now unlock what you deserve. This is not a small blessing. This is a redirection, a new timeline, something that alters how you see yourself and your future. God does not interrupt your peace unless it's to upgrade your destiny. You may think you know what you want, but what is coming will be better than what you planned. It will bring relief where you felt pressure. It will bring clarity where you felt confusion. And it will bring joy where you once felt forgotten. Some of you will receive something you've been praying for quietly. Others will receive something they never even imagined. But all of you who resonate with this will feel the shift. The surprise may come through a conversation, a knock, a message, or a sudden visit. Don't ignore it. Divine opportunities rarely announce themselves loudly, they show up softly and unexpectedly. Everything in your life had to happen exactly as it did so you could be strong enough for what's coming. If this had arrived earlier, you would not have been ready. Now you are wiser, stronger, more aware of your worth. God never rushes a miracle. He waits until your spirit is mature enough to hold it without breaking. That's why delays are actually protection. This moment is arriving now because you finally see yourself differently. You no longer beg for love, respect, or opportunity. You are aligned with it. And when alignment happens, manifestation follows. You have entered a season of divine return, where what you gave, what you lost, and what you sacrificed begins to come back in new forms. If this message touched you, subscribe to Mirror of the Soul so you don't miss what's next, because this story is just getting started. Long before you ever sensed this change, the universe was already shifting people behind the scenes. Conversations were happening you never heard. Thoughts about you were forming in places you never visited. God moves in silence before he moves in spectacle. Someone has been thinking about you more than you realize. They have felt pulled toward you without understanding why. That's divine magnetism. When a chosen one's season changes, others feel it like a gravitational force. Some of these people may have walked away from you in the past. Some may have misunderstood you. But God has been softening their hearts and sharpening their awareness. They are now realizing your value in ways they couldn't before. This is why you've been having memories resurface. That's not nostalgia, that's alignment. The past is being reopened so it can be healed, closed, or rewritten in a powerful way. If you've felt this emotional wave lately, hit like on Mirror of the Soul so this message reaches every chosen one who needs it. The person coming to your door isn't just bringing themselves, they are carrying information. Something you need to hear, something that releases you from confusion, doubt, or stagnation. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs don't come through money or gifts, they come through truth, a sentence, a confession, an apology, a realization that changes how you see everything. God knows you've been questioning your worth. This message will confirm what you already felt, that you were never invisible, never forgotten, and never wrong for being who you are. This conversation may feel small at first, but later, you will look back and realize it was the moment your timeline changed. Have you ever had one conversation shift your entire life? Share in the comments. Your story could help someone else watching Mirror of the Soul. Many chosen ones are misunderstood before they are honored. Your depth made people uncomfortable. Your insight made them feel exposed. Your strength made them feel small. The person coming now sees it. They realize what they lost, ignored, or took for granted. And that realization hurts because God does not allow people to forget what they once disrespected. Their return is not about guilt. It's about awakening. They have finally grown enough to recognize who you really are. You didn't need to chase them. You didn't need to prove yourself. God did the work for you. If you've ever been underestimated, type, "They see me now" in the comments. Every tear you cried, every time you stayed kind when others were cold, none of it was wasted. The universe keeps receipts. You gave love when you didn't receive it. You believed when others doubted. And now that energy is returning multiplied. This surprise coming to your door is a form of divine return. It may be emotional, financial, relational, or spiritual, but it will restore something that was once taken from you. That's why it feels so intense right now. The universe is balancing the scales. If you believe in divine justice, subscribe to Mirror of the Soul, because this channel exists to remind chosen ones of their worth. After this moment, things won't feel the same. Your confidence will shift. Your choices will change. Your energy will rise. You won't settle the way you used to. You won't chase what doesn't align. You will walk differently because now you know who you are. This visitor is not just bringing a surprise, they are confirming your elevation. God sends people to mark the end of old chapters. Your story is turning a page right now. Are you ready for the next chapter? Comment, "I'm stepping into my power," so the Mirror of the Soul family can welcome you. One of the most mysterious ways God works is through timing. The knock won't come when you're perfectly prepared, it will come when you're finally surrendered. When you've stopped forcing, stopped chasing, stopped begging the universe to notice you. That's because miracles don't arrive in desperation. They arrive in alignment. When you release control, God steps in with precision. This is why some of you will receive this surprise while you're cooking, resting, or doing something ordinary. The divine often hides inside the simple. So don't be distracted by stress. Don't let doubt pull you away. Your door is about to become the gateway to a new reality. If you trust divine timing, tap like on Mirror of the Soul and stay open. When this person shows up, stay calm. Don't let the past rush into your present. Listen with clarity. God's messages are often subtle, not dramatic. You don't have to prove anything anymore. Your energy speaks louder than your words now. This moment is about receiving, not explaining. Let them speak. Let them reveal what God has placed on their heart. You will feel it, a quiet knowing that this meeting was written long before today. Have you ever felt that kind of destiny before? Share it in the comments under Mirror of the Soul. There was a time when you would have overreacted, when you would have questioned your worth, when you would have feared losing this moment. But not anymore. Now you understand your value. You know that what is meant for you will never pass you by. That's the biggest upgrade God has given you, self-respect. And that's why this surprise is finally allowed to reach you. If you feel stronger than your past, comment, "I have grown." People are feeling your glow before they see your results. Your energy has shifted, and now it's magnetic. You are no longer chasing validation, and that makes you powerful. That's why old connections, opportunities, and blessings are circling back. You didn't change for them. You changed for yourself, and God did the rest. Subscribe to Mirror of the Soul if you're ready to step into this higher vibration. After this moment, things will move fast. New doors, new confidence, new possibilities. You won't even recognize the version of you that once felt small. This is what divine upgrade feels like: quiet, powerful, undeniable. And it all starts with one knock. Are you ready to open the door? Comment, "I receive," eyes sparkles. When that door finally opens, it won't just be wood and hinges that move, it will be your entire timeline. You will feel something shift inside your chest, as if a weight you've carried for years suddenly lifts. The air will feel different. Your thoughts will slow. Your heart will recognize what your mind is still trying to understand. This is not a random moment. This is a divine intersection where who you were meets who you are becoming. God doesn't just send people, He sends turning points. And this one will quietly but permanently rewrite your future. The surprise that arrives may not look dramatic on the surface, but spiritually it will feel like an earthquake. It might come through a simple conversation, a piece of information, or an unexpected opportunity. Yet deep inside, you will know that this is the moment your waiting was rewarded. You will realize that every night you cried alone, every time you were misunderstood, every season of silence was all leading here. That's why this moment will feel emotional even if you try to stay calm. You are not just receiving something new, you are being reunited with your destiny. For many chosen ones, this is the moment where self-doubt finally breaks. When someone comes to your door carrying divine alignment, it confirms what you always felt but never had proof of, that you were never behind, never forgotten, never small. You were being prepared, and now the preparation ends. The arrival begins. This is where your story stops being about survival and starts being about purpose. If this message is hitting your heart right now, pause and hit like on Mirror of the Soul. This channel exists for moments exactly like this, when your spirit is waking up and your future is knocking. The moment you receive this surprise, you will no longer be allowed to play small. What God is sending into your life cannot be carried by the old version of you, the one who doubted, settled, and apologized for existing. This blessing requires confidence, clarity, and courage. That's why you've been shedding people, habits, and emotional weight lately. You are making room without even realizing it. You may feel slightly uncomfortable as your reality shifts, because growth always feels unfamiliar at first. But don't mistake discomfort for danger. This is the stretching of your spirit into a higher identity. You are not losing yourself, you are stepping into yourself. And this visitor, this moment, this surprise is the final confirmation that you are ready. Some of you will be asked to make a decision after this encounter, a bold one that leads you away from what you've known and toward what you deserve. And deep down, you will feel peace about it, even if your mind feels nervous. That's how you know God is guiding you. If you're ready to rise into the version of yourself that your destiny requires, comment, "I step into my power," so the mirror of the soul family can stand with you. This moment is a test not of fear but of faith. The universe is watching how you receive what you prayed for. Do you shrink? Or do you accept? Do you doubt? Or do you trust? Your response will determine how much more is allowed to flow into your life. Chosen ones often self-sabotage right before a breakthrough because it feels too good to be true. But this time, you are being asked to believe that you are worthy of ease, joy, and alignment. You don't have to struggle forever to be spiritual. You don't have to suffer to be chosen. God is allowed to bless you gently. The knock on your door is the universe saying, "You've waited long enough." And what you do next will echo through your future. If you believe you deserve the good that's coming, subscribe to Mirror of the Soul and stay connected to this energy. You are stepping into a new era. After this moment, you will no longer identify with who you used to be, the lonely one, the overlooked one, the one who was always giving but rarely receiving. That chapter is closing, and what's powerful about this ending is that it doesn't come with drama, it comes with clarity. You will suddenly realize that you no longer need validation, closure, or revenge. You got something far greater, alignment. And when you're aligned, nothing from the past can touch you. People who once walked away will now watch you walk forward, not in anger, not in pride, but in peace. That is the true victory of a chosen one. If you feel this new chapter opening, type, "My past no longer controls me" in the comments. If you're still watching this on Mirror of the Soul, this is your confirmation. Not coincidence, not imagination, confirmation. God is moving, the universe is responding, and your door is about to become the gateway to a new life. You were never forgotten, you were being protected. You were never late, you were being prepared. And now the knock is coming. So open your heart, stay aware, stay aligned. Because when that door opens, you will realize this message was never just a video, it was a prophecy. If this resonated with you, like this video, subscribe to Mirror of the Soul and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what do you feel is coming into your life right now?